What's going on everyone and welcome back to the channel. As every week on Infinite Magicraid, we are gonna have a new banner this Friday on Excellent and Supreme Wishes with the double the legend event that time. So for one legendary hero summon, you are gonna be given another one for free. Only one time, but it can be a good hero or not. It depends on your luck. And I wish you the best luck for these Friday summons. In my case, I'm gonna pull only one PD because I want that double the legend. I want to try my luck. Even if it's not a good hero, even if it's a hero on who I already have 5 exclusives, I'm gonna put the other copy in the Incarnate Sanctuary, so it is still gonna be useful for me. We are gonna talk about the banner in detail, but before I have to talk about Aptoide. You have the return of the time-limited black market in the game for 7 days, so if you are planning to spend to get, who knows, maybe some mythic A blessings, such as that one to increase by a lot the speed of your heroes, or who knows, maybe get some more resistance on your top heroes for PvP, or more direct damage and dot damage. Or if you want to buy some extra auras, limited echoes, more gear, etc., make sure that you are using Aptoide and my promo code AhkTaar IMR5. From April 1st to April 12th, my promo code is gonna be AhkTaar IMR5 and not AhkTaar IM anymore. So if you want to have the 5% extra cashback using my code, be sure that you are changing your promo code in your AppCoins wallet. I'm gonna be honest, this is clearly not the best banner we had recently, but still, depending on the heroes you have, if you want to progress more in the faction Abies, you have Chardonnay, you have Grace as well for the Holy Night Parliament, and both are great for the Wuthering Coast in your Bleed team. Then you have Bull, who is a great hero for the faction Abies, the Hidden Way faction. Joanie is useless everywhere, and Huff can be used in a specific team in PvP to apply the Hunter mark, defense down and tenacity down at the beginning of the wave, and give you an extra turn if you can kill the target under the mark. Faril is great too for the faction Abies, for the Foresters. Pizon is great for PvP, and the others are not that efficient. So let's have a deeper look to the heroes. This is Joanie, one of the only hero I don't have, and to be honest, I don't care that much. He does the same as Elik does, protecting one hero with the highest amount of attack in your team from taking 3 debuffs per turn. He has a chance to be immune to the debuff, and if it is a control, if you have the SQD3, he has 50% chance to be immune to control effect. Every time he's gonna trigger the immunity with the passive, he's gonna increase his effect hit and effect resistance, and grant effect resistance up to on all your heroes, so this is great for PvP. But then, his other skills are gonna be useless in my opinion. He has been buffed recently after his release, but still today, I don't think that he is gonna deal nice damage. He has low coefficient on the ultimate, even after the upgrade, and same on the basic attack. So I don't think that that guy can be really useful today in any content. Bull can be great in 3 different content. If you have the SQD3, otherwise forget about using the hero. You can use him in the faction Abies. This is where he's gonna have the best utility because this is the main damage dealer you are gonna have for that faction. Second content, the Dwarven Ruins versus Efrit and Growlen if you don't have Jingle Bell. He deals a high direct damage. If you are using him with Seth in the same team, he's gonna have more damage. And finally, in PvP, in a team with Seth as well, or Villette, because the goal is to apply Ripple 2 on him, and then he's gonna start having more damage. But for PvP, you are gonna need crazy stats on the hero, and to play that guy with another that can apply Ripple 2 on him, I don't think this is a good idea to try that today. Huff can be good in 2 contents only. The first one being the Tower of Mark, because he can apply some HP burnings to the enemies. Feebleness 1, he can apply the Hunter mark, so if you kill the target, you are gonna get an extra turn. Defense down 60%, tenacity down 60% on a single target, and resistance down on the basic attack. So that's a cool hero. Early game, he can be cool as well in the Dwarven Ruins, if you don't have a high effect hit on your heroes. But then, past the stage 30 in Dwarven Ruins, he's gonna be useless. He can be useful in Advanced Arena and 5v5 battles if you have the SQD3 on him, so he's gonna start the fight by applying the Hunting Mark and the Defense down, Tenacity down on the hero with the highest amount of attack in front. So if you are using him with some strategic heroes such as Lydia Tifia to deal high damage on enemies, at the beginning of the fight. If you kill the target, you are gonna get an extra turn and you are gonna deal more damage in PvP thanks to that. This is a good combo to use. Chardonnel is a great hero to have on your bleed team for the Wuthering Coast and the faction Abies. He's gonna increase by a lot the bleed damage taken by the target if you have the exclusive one. 50% more bleed damage taken, thanks to that debuff. If you have the exclusive 3, you are also gonna reduce by 40% the attack of the target, and you are gonna put Forgotten One on the target, and so every time you are gonna attack the target with a hero, that hero is gonna be healed by 10% of Chardonnel's max HP. If you have the exclusive 2, you are also gonna increase by 40% the speed of your heroes. He can as well provide a shield by 40% of his max HP to your team using that skill. And finally, he's gonna be really tanky because he is gonna convert his HP into defense and deal bleed damage based on his own defense. So that's a really cool hero to have. Same command for Grace. Great for the faction Abies, the Holy Light Parliament, and the Wuthering Coast in your bleed team. She can apply Consolidation 2 on your heroes for 2 turns, heal your heroes by a lot, increase their effect hit by 50% for 2 turns. If you have the exclusive 2, you can reduce the target's crit damage by 60%, which helps a lot in the faction Abies. And she's gonna release more stages of attack using the exclusive 2 as well. With the exclusive 3, depending on the number of spirit feathers she's gonna have on herself, she can cleanse 1 random debuff on all your heroes when she has 5, apply a shield on your heroes when she has 10, and refresh the duration of all attribute buffs if she has 15. If you have the exclusive 1, every time your heroes are gonna take a turn, they are gonna receive a ton of heals. And over time, she is gonna apply some spirit feathers on your heroes, increasing by a lot their bleed damage. So she is a really cool hero to play. Then we have the epic hero Faril. He is great for the faction Abies and early game in dungeons. He can lower the speed of the target by 20% using the first active skill and heal your heroes. He can shield your heroes by 40% of his max HP for 2 turns and apply a tenacity up 60% with the same skill. And yes, that's great for an epic hero. He can increase his own turn meta by 10% every time a shield is broken on your heroes and heal them directly. And finally, lower the target's attack by 40% on a basic attack. So that's a really cool epic hero, one of the best ones we have in the game. Isabelle is a direct damage dealer, an epic hero, and forget about her, she is really bad. Daisy is pretty cool, but mostly for the fair arena, because she's gonna get some turn meta every time she is gonna get an attribute buff on herself. This is a great hero to use in a specific team. If you have a ton of attribute buff, she's gonna take the first turn and she can play before Popper in front, and this is pretty funny. She can increase the crit rate, attack and crit damage on all your heroes. Deal pretty decent damage for an epic hero on the ultimate to all enemies in front. And that's pretty all about the hero. And finally, Pizon, still a great hero today. Using that skill, he's gonna grant a turn to one of your hero, remove all buffs and debuffs, but be careful because if you can't kill all enemies, he's gonna apply a defense down 2 on your hero. But he's also gonna give attack up 2, crit rate up 2, and crit damage up 2 with the extra turn, and so you are gonna destroy the targets depending on the hero you are using. And he has a great passive as well, and not everybody is taking that into account. Every time an enemy is killed, he's gonna get 24% turn meta increase. And so depending on what you are gonna do in PvP, it might be really fun to use him in the team. He can as well lower the attack and the resistance of the targets, 3 targets in a row, using the ultimate, and on the basic attack apply an inferior Sever 1. So guys, that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day and see you in the next one. Bye bye.